Have you been wondering why it is that you never seem to have energy for anything anymore? You could be functioning off of emotional bankruptcy. But what is emotional bankruptcy, might you ask? Well, I'm pleased to tell you. Emotional bankruptcy is a state in which an individual has depleted themselves of their naturally occurring energy. This is due to overcompensation for others' emotional instability, or from reacting too frequently, causing emotional bankruptcy. So, let me break that down, in case I might have said it a little too fast. When you deplete yourself of your naturally occurring energy, it's due to two factors. Either you are overcompensating for one's emotional instability, in which case the individual that you are speaking with does not understand, comprehend, or have the ability to control and express their emotions, or you are dealing with reacting too frequently to that person. See, reaction is not at all what we have been taught. It is not just a form of communication, but it is actually a form of energy exchange. And for those of you who have seen my first video, Emotions, you will understand that emotions are nothing more than energy in motion. So what is a reaction, and how does it have anything to do with energy exchange? Well, first, let's look at the key breakdown. Reaction. The end of the word reaction is actually ions. So the word reaction can be broken down into three specific parts: react, and ions. Ions are a storehouse of energy. So let's get that out of the way. If you see a word that ends with ion, that means there's energy being put behind something. So reaction, well, what is an act? An act is a motion of energy. So, what are you doing? You are reacting a motion of energy that has already been decided. For example, if you are in a conversation with somebody and they become angered or frustrated, if you react that energy, you will then find yourself in a state of anger or frustration. Reaction is just that. You are reacting what has already been decided through the emotions and energy output of the other individual that you communicate with. You can't react to something that's not there. So reaction always requires another individual. See, there are different types of emotions. There are the internal flow of emotions, and there are the external flow of emotions. The internal flow of emotions, which is how you deal with your own emotional intelligence, how you interact with yourself, is known as intrapersonal. And then there's the external flow of emotions, how you communicate your emotions to a group of individuals or the environment around you, which is known as interpersonal. Interpersonal has a large regard to your social skills. Intrapersonal has to do with your ability to communicate and be honest with yourself. It is a high level of self-assessment. So, why are emotions and reaction of emotions a detriment to your life? Reaction has a correlation to what is known as an incidental mood bias. But what is an incidental mood bias? An incidental mood bias is specifically when our feelings, as human beings, when our feelings tend to linger past the moment that inspired them. So, when you have an argument and another person gets angry and you end up getting angry, and then you two split ways, and you leave carrying that energy on you, as in that person is no longer around, but you still feel angry. That is what is known as an incidental mood bias. It's where your subsequent behavior continues without the individual, as in yourself, knowing that it's still there. Feelings have the ability to transfer from one person to another. In my first video, I talked about the first law of thermodynamics. That energy cannot be created or destroyed, but transferred from one form to another. We are nothing but forms. We are nothing but avatars. So when you are reacting to another person and their energy output, make sure that you do not react, that you are interacting. Because reaction allows you to not only react out their energy, but when you react that energy, you take it upon yourself. That is incidental mood bias. When your feelings linger long past the moment of which they initially occurred. We are emotionally intelligent individuals. We must learn not to react to others' emotions. If energy is always going to be in motion, then we must understand that that motion can be repurposed and harnessed for our own intention. See, emotions are a continuous flow of energy. They are not just a random happenstance or chance occurrence. That means when you wake up, your emotions are working. When you are sitting around eating food, your emotions are working. When you read a book, your emotions are working. This is because, as the first law of thermodynamics states, energy is not created nor destroyed. So you must understand that when you interact with anybody else, the energy that they put out in the form of their emotions, their energy that they put into emotion, has the ability to affect you and transfer into your physical vessel, your avatar, your body. So, to wrap up and sum up this conversation of emotional intelligence, reaction is never the way to interact with another individual. In fact, reaction is never the way to communicate with another individual. When you are communicating with another individual, interact with them. As in, use your interpersonal skills to create your own energy based off of the situation. This is why when you speak with somebody, speak with a calm, soft tone, or a calm, firm tone. Whether it be soft or whether it be firm, be calm. Do not let your emotions flare up, but then you put that energy into emotion of anger, aggression, or just anxiety. But learn to control your own emotions so that you are no longer reacting to the situation, circumstance, individual, or environment around you, but so that you are controlling every output of energy.